over to fitness guru?
That I danced my whole life. Well, I started when I was in 8th grade because I wasn't allowed to dance when I was little. I had a really bad hip injury when I was 4, put me in the hospital. Nobody really knows this story. They didn't know what was wrong with me. They didn't know if I'd ever walk again. Followed me home, 3 weeks in the hospital, and I did. But I wasn't allowed to dance for a while. So 8th grade, started dancing, started competing within a year of taking class, and I was like, that's it, that's what I'm doing. I'm not having the best job. I told my dad I was going to Hollywood, and he laughed. But my dad would dance with me in the kitchen. It was like, he would dance with me. So I did. I ended up competing all through high school, went to college as a dance major, ended up with a back injury my senior year, ended up with a bulging disc in my lower spine. And the doctor said, stop dancing or have back surgery by the time you're 20. And so I was left I had spent 10 years thinking I was going to dance my whole life, that was going to be my job, and here I am trying to figure out at 19, what am I going to do with myself? I left school the semester to go, and I moved to California, and I was like, I'm still going to Hollywood, I'm doing something in the entertainment business, because that's what I like to do. And I did acting for a while, and I had my SAG card, and did a little commercial work here and there, and I was waiting tables, and I hated waiting tables. I was like, I can't do another day of waiting tables. But I didn't want to teach dance. And that was like, I could still dance, I just couldn't dance 8 hours a day anymore. So I was like, I don't want to teach it, that's for me, it's personal now, like I just want to be able to do it when I want to do it. What's the next closest thing? Fitness. And I liked helping people, so I started researching certifications and came across NASM, NASM, and that was my first one. Paired up with somebody who had a small private business and started doing in-home training.
How long have you been training?
10 years.
Well, it's interesting, when we had the meeting, and this is at the time, the first time we met Autumn, T25 was deep in development, and P90X 3 was just getting in development, and I asked Autumn, tell me about like the routine that you take your clients through that is the one that they love, like what type of training do you do? And she said, well, I take you through this routine that's called the Dirty 30. And I said, you're my girl. That's in the base kit, right?
It is.
The Dirty 30. Wish I had thought of that one. All right, I want to move to what being in the network is like for you guys. And Tony, because you got the longest history, I don't even know how we first even introduced the fact that we were launching this network. Obviously, when we do a show, we work for about a year and a half to get the product developed, test groups, and develop the show, and then test until we get that show to roll out, hopefully. But what did you think at first when I said to you, we're going to launch a multi-level marketing business and your products are going to be a part of that? Did you have any opinion about that? Did you have any reaction to it at first?
I told you, but inside my little brain, I thought, he's going to ruin the company. Because, my affiliations prior had been with multi-level marketing have been pretty horrible. The X factor was very high 9 times out of 10, and I would go to a meeting, and I was, back in those days, I was waiting tables. Loved it, though, weird. And, I love tables. I want to regress and start washing dishes again. That was good. Wait at the dishwasher. But yeah, I had a bunch of different jobs back in those days, but when you brought that to me, I thought, oh man, we're finally getting somewhere. We're finally starting to grow. And I had those kinds of experiences with Amway and Herbalife and things like that. It was so brutal and so awful. But the beautiful thing was, we spoke about that early on to kind of take the ick factor out. And that's, I think, the reason why it's grown to the point where it is, because this company is about helping people feel better, look better, lose weight, make